Hey everybody, it's Ryan from Level Up Tactical here to talk to you guys today a little bit about some gear. A while back I did a video on where I was doing some reload drills. Can't talk today. Anyway, I was doing some reload drills and basically draw, bang bang, drop the mag, reload, boom. Simulate a rack, go out, simulate a failure, drop the mag, reload again. And I had a lot of people ask, what kind of holsters were you using and stuff like that. Well, I'm of a mindset of this. Listen, if you're going to be on a competition level, then you need competition level gear. Okay. If you're just the Jim Bob shooter, the weekend shooter kind of thing, then you don't really necessarily need competition gear. It is nice to have it, but you don't necessarily need it. The question comes into play with a lot of customers and a lot of shooters, enthusiasts. Well, what do I buy? I want to buy you want to buy a magazine carrier for your sidearm. You're going to spend $50, $100, $200. You're going to use it like once or twice a year. It is nice to have. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, it is nice to have, but again, functionality. What are you using it for? Last week I discussed a lot about using your building an MSR for a specific reason, buying your gear for specific reasons, the same kind of thing. Okay, being a smart shopper. So anyway, get back to where I was talking about. I was using 4 magazines for my reload, 5. One on the firearm, and then 2. I had 4 on my hip. Basically, again, pulling, drop the mag, reload, rack, simulate a rack, just keep going. Trying to get the motions down, try to get fluid with things. Brush the dust off. I mean, it's over the winter. Some of us haven't shot all winter. Okay. So in any case, the item I used was a SigTac paddle. You can put it through your belt as well. It is a paddle. It's a SigTac multi-magazine holster. I don't know the model number. I got it on Amazon. But anyway, this little thing was $20. Okay, these are Sig Sauer magazines. You can see here they fit right in. They do snap. There is a level of retention with this nut. You could tighten it in a little bit. It holds 2 mags. You can put them whichever way you want. You can put them this way, you can put them that way, you can put them this way, which way you want. Ultimately, if you're going to pull the magazine from your hip, you want the bullets, basically the rounds pointing towards your belly button, so that when you pull the magazine from the holster or the carrier and you have your firearm, it's in the correct orientation when you slap it in the firearm, right? So for this, they're facing to the right. Well, if I'm looking at it this way, it's to the left. If I'm showing you guys, it's to my right, which should be to your left. But in any case, so this is the item I was using. I do have 2 of them. Actually, I have 5 of these, but because I got loaners. When you teach a class, sometimes people forget to bring them, so you need them. Now these are great. They're about $20 when you can actually get them on Amazon. You can also get them, from probably your local gun store. But they're for $20. It's actually pretty nice for what you get. They are polymer. They're plastic, basically. There is some, like I said, there is a level of retention. There is some cant. So if you actually loosen this nut in the middle with the hex key in the middle, you're able to pull slightly and adjust the cant for your magazines. So if you don't want them sitting straight up, you'd rather your magazines sit slightly this way. So when you grab them, they're already on that angle. You can do that as well. And like I said, there is retention here to make it tighter or looser. I have this set pretty nicely, where even if the magazines were loaded and full, I can basically take it and shake it up and down like this, and they won't fall out. Again, it's all trial and error. You have to set the gear up for yourself. But for $20, this SigTac magazine carrier is very nice. There's a little stippling on it, but who cares? You know what I mean? It's on your hip. You're not sitting there fumbling and fondling it, right? The great thing about this is it will carry. It will. Like I said, it's for a double stack mag. You can actually use this for other magazines. This one was I can't speak today. This was specifically for a 6-hour P320. However, I can use it for my P229, my P220. Regardless of the size of the magazine, it does work. My 226 works in here as well. My 2022 mags work in here. You know, it's nice. I did lend this to a friend of mine when we were doing a range day, and he was able to fit his Glock mags in here. So, you know, he had to tighten it up a little bit because they were a little bit thinner, but he did, you know, it worked great. So for $20, this is a great little piece. I definitely recommend getting it. This is specifically for the 40 Smith & Wesson, but like I said, I actually use this for my 9mm as well. So I think it's just generalized size. They try to market it for a specific reason, but the retention, like I said, you can adjust the retention. So, you know, it's great. Sorry, phone's buzzing. Now, the other question I had about that video was the holster. Which holster was I using? I am a big fan of Alien Gear holsters. Now, I know a lot of people, some people don't like them, some people do, I don't know. This is the holster I was using in the video. It is the Alien Gear, I think this is the cloak. It was the outside of the waistband one, which was the one I used. I actually have, where is it? I don't even know where it is. I know I have it somewhere. I don't know. I will find it at some point. But I have the inside the waistband one. I don't know where it is. It's here somewhere. Just, I bought the package. It was like a whole kit with the inside, the outside, and a couple extra shells. Anyway, this is a nice. They still sell this. I believe their new version is the Shapeshifter or something. I don't know because I don't have it yet. But I will be ordering one soon. I do love the Alien Gear holsters. You know, the shells are real nice. They're constructed very well. They have a nice warranty, and the fitment is great. This is my 6-hour P320. Firearm safe. But it's very nice. It's a very nice holster. It's got positive lock on it. It's a little loose because I had it just changed the shell not too long ago, so it's a little loose. So I can actually shake this out if I wanted to, but. When I have this set up properly, I tighten the retention a little bit, and then it doesn't even slide out. But it does provide a nice full trigger guard encapsulation here, so you won't have that accidental pull on that there. But yeah, it's a nice holster. The system's very nice, and from what I understand, the Shapeshift configurations are just equally as nice. It's apparently supposed to be a little bit more comfortable than what they had before, because then they have the single point mounting system here, so there's a little bit of flex and move that the older versions did not have. But in any case, hope that helps you guys a little bit. Like I said, the main thing was the magazine carrier that I was using. These are really nice. Sig Sauer makes them. They're SigTac. You can buy them on Amazon and at your local gun store. I'm sure there's a couple knockoff brands out there for a couple dollars less. But I support SIG, so I love SIG. I'm not sponsored by SIG. I don't get anything for free from them, but this is a great little product and works well with everything else. Anyway, have a great weekend, everybody. Just a quick couple-minute video. This is Ryan from Level Up Tactical. Stay safe, shoot straight, have some fun at the range. Take care.